Hey everyone, Netflix is packed with some amazing science fiction gems right now, and I've narrowed it down to the 12 absolute must-watches. Whether you're into mind-bending tech, thrilling space missions, or dystopian worlds, this list has something that'll keep you hooked. So, let's begin the video. Number 12, Space Sweepers. Space Sweepers is a visually stunning sci-fi adventure set in 2092, where Earth is nearly uninhabitable and life in space has become a scrappy business. The story follows the crew of the spaceship Victory, a ragtag team of misfit space junk collectors barely scraping by, led by a former soldier with a tragic past. The movie is packed with action, clever humor, and awesome visuals, but it also has a lot of heart as the crew discovers a sense of family. If you're in the mood for a mix of space battles, laughs, and feels, Space Sweepers is definitely worth a watch. Number 11, They Clone Tyrone. Set in a vibrant yet unsettling neighborhood, the story follows Fontaine, a streetwise hustler who finds himself embroiled in a bizarre series of events after his friend Slick mysteriously disappears. Alongside Yo-Yo, a fierce hairdresser with a knack for getting to the bottom of things, Fontaine uncovers a sinister government cloning conspiracy that involves their entire community. As number 10, Oxygen. Oxygen is one of those claustrophobic thrillers that really gets under your skin. Directed by Alexander Aya, it follows a woman who wakes up in a high-tech cryogenic pod with no memory of who she is or how she got there. To make things worse, she's got a limited amount of oxygen left, so there's a literal ticking clock to figure out what's going on. If you like thrillers that feel both personal and high stakes, Oxygen is definitely worth a watch. Number 9, Stowaway. The story kicks off with a mission to Mars, where a crew of 3 astronauts are on a 2-year journey to explore the Red Planet. Things take a dramatic turn when they discover an unintended stowaway, a young technician named Michael, who accidentally gets trapped aboard their spacecraft, with limited resources and oxygen. Number 8, In the Shadow of the Moon. In the Shadow of the Moon is a sci-fi thriller that's got a little bit of everything: crime, mystery, and time travel. The story kicks off in 1988 when a series of strange and brutal murders hits Philadelphia. Officer Thomas Lockhart is on the case, and he's determined to figure out what's going on. But here's the twist. The killer seems to reappear every 9 years, and she doesn't seem to have aged a day. As the decades roll by, Lockhart becomes obsessed with solving this case, even as it starts to consume his personal life and his sanity. The film dives into some pretty wild sci-fi concepts. Number 7, Spectral. The story follows DARPA scientist Dr. Mark Klein, who's brought to war-torn Eastern Europe after soldiers start mysteriously dying on the battlefield. Turns out, these aren't ordinary enemy forces. There's something ghostly and unexplainable taking them down. When Klein joins a special ops team on the ground, they find themselves up against eerie, ghost-like entities that can't be hurt by traditional weapons. As the soldiers struggle to survive, Klein races against time to figure out what these spectral beings are and how to stop them. Number 6, What Happened to Monday? What Happened to Monday is a dystopian thriller set in a world where strict population control allows only 1 child per family. Things get intense when 7 identical sisters are born, and their grandfather devises a plan to keep them safe. Each sister is named after a day of the week, and they live as one person, taking turns going out in public on their assigned days. Life goes smoothly until Monday goes missing, and suddenly, the sisters are fighting for their lives as they uncover a chilling government conspiracy. Number 5, Okja. Okja is a heartwarming yet intense adventure that follows a young girl named Mija and her best friend, a massive genetically engineered super pig named Okja. Raised together in the mountains of South Korea, Mija and Okja are inseparable until a powerful multinational corporation, led by an eccentric CEO, claims Okja as their property and ships her off to the US for some big plans. What starts as a touching story of friendship quickly escalates into a fast-paced, daring rescue mission. Mija heads to New York, where she clashes with activists, corporate villains, and scientists, all trying to use Okja for their own agendas. Number 4, I Am Mother. I Am Mother is a tense sci-fi thriller that takes the classic robot caretaker concept and gives it a dark, thought-provoking spin. The story is set in a bunker where Daughter, a teenage girl, has been raised her whole life by Mother, an AI robot designed to repopulate Earth after an extinction event. Mother is gentle yet firm, always focused on teaching Daughter values, intelligence, and the ways of the world, though she controls everything from daily lessons to lockdowns. Things get intense when a stranger shows up, throwing everything Daughter thought she knew into question. Is Mother as trustworthy as she seems? Number 3, The Atom Project. The Adam Project is a fun, heartfelt sci-fi adventure starring Ryan Reynolds as Adam, a time-traveling pilot who crash lands in 2022 and ends up meeting his 12-year-old self. The movie's got this cool mix of action, humor, and just the right amount of emotional depth as grown-up Adam and his younger self team up to fix the future and save the people they love. Young Adam, played by Walker Scobell, is hilarious and captures that Reynolds-like sarcasm perfectly. As the two Adams take on villains from the future, they also start unpacking some of the traumas they've carried around, particularly the loss of their dad. Number 2, Nope. Nope is a thrilling and thought-provoking sci-fi horror film that hit theaters in July 2022, directed by Jordan Peele. Set in the isolated landscape of Agua Dulce, California, Nope follows siblings OJ and Emerald Haywood, who run a family-owned horse ranch that supplies horses for Hollywood productions. After their father dies in a freak accident involving a mysterious falling object, the siblings begin to notice strange occurrences in the sky above their ranch. When OJ spots what he believes to be a UFO, he and Emerald decide to capture footage of the phenomenon in hopes of making a fortune from their discovery. Yes, they enlist the help of tech-savvy Angel and former child star Ricky Juke Park. Number 1, Annihilation. Annihilation is one of those mind-bending sci-fi films that just sticks with you. Directed by Alex Garland, it follows a group of scientists who enter a mysterious, ever-growing phenomenon called the Shimmer, which has taken over part of the coast and defies everything we know about biology and physics. Lena, played by Natalie Portman, is a biologist and former soldier whose husband went missing after his own expedition into the Shimmer. So, with a mix of curiosity and desperation, she joins the mission to find out what's really going on inside. Thanks for watching this video, and do subscribe my channel for new updates.